In the news tonight, insecurity. President Buhari meets Southwest traditional rulers, pledges decisive action. Nigerian set agenda for incoming cabinet. Plus, police moves against IMN, bans group activities. Good evening. This is news at 7 on Nta Abeokuta, and my name is Adeni Tao. Many thanks for joining us. The federal government has promised to decisively and severely deal with all those found perpetrating criminal activities across the country, as well as inciting violence for political ends, describing them as evil Nigerians. President Muhammadu Buhari, who stated this while engaging traditional rulers from the southwest, announced far-reaching measures towards setting the country on the path of peace and prosperity. Details of that report in our subsequent bulletin. In another development, President Muhammadu Buhari has reaffirmed the commitment of the federal government towards supporting the private sector to flourish with a view to providing job opportunities for the teeming unemployed Nigerians across the country. This was while receiving in audience the executive members of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry on a courtesy visit. The president described the consultative approach adopted by his administration on continental free trade area as another example of Nigeria's desire for sustainable and inclusive growth. Status correspondent Adam Sambu tells us more.
Officials of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry were at the seat of government to formally appreciate President Muhammadu Buhari for signing the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, which they believe will promote economic integration and growth of member countries.
We look forward to speedy execution of programs and projects that will create an enabling environment to enhance the competitiveness of Nigeria businesses within the context of the AFCFTA.
The Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry made a case for the president to assent to some other critical pending bills passed by the National Assembly, including the Petroleum Industry Governance Bill towards enhancing investment growth and creating more jobs.
There are many abandoned federal government properties in Lagos, many of which are being occupied by miscreants and posing security risks. We urge that steps be taken to ensure rehabilitation or leasing of these properties. We commend your intervention to resolve the traffic gridlock around the Lagos ports in Apapa. We urge you to please sustain your interest in this matter to ensure that it is fully resolved.
The officials formally invited the president to attend their 2019 Presidential Policy Dialogue session to enable his administration share perspectives with the private sector on how to strengthen the national economic gains in post-recession era. President Muhammadu Buhari noted with delight that in the last 4 years, his administration invested heavily in infrastructure, supported development banks to provide loans to traders and small entrepreneurs, and signed executive orders to enhance the local content policy as well as ease of doing business to facilitate investment.
Thankfully, there was alignment with the monetary authorities, and this significantly contributed to the successes we are seeing today.
And with intra-African trade accounting for only 14% of Africa's total trade, the president believes that the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement is both an opportunity as well as a threat.
It is an opportunity as Nigerian manufacturers can aggressively expand to meet the huge demand across the continent. It is a threat as one can abuse the rules of origin to flood the market with imports from outside the continent, thereby destroying jobs here at home. Nigeria's engagement in the next phase of the negotiations is to ensure proper safeguards are put in place to support African manufacturers. We shall continue to count on your support to ensure this goal is achieved.
Promising to review proposals made for possible consideration, President Buhari assured his guests that the federal government will continue to do its very best, working with the Lagos state government towards finding lasting solutions to the Apapa gridlock in Lagos. He described as saddening that businesses have had to suffer as a result of the challenge. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA.
To the judiciary now. The Presidential Election Petitions Court has admitted in evidence all the documents at the opening of defense. Delatubi now reports.
Including the certified true copy of his Buhari through his lead counsel, Wale Olanipekun, SAN, while opening his defense tendered several documents, including the certified true copy of his school leaving certificate obtained from the Katsina Provincial Secondary School in 1961. A witness, Nta Abeokuta, testified that President Buhari had 5 credits, including oral English, in his secondary school certificate. Nta Abeokuta is a deputy registrar with the West African Examinations Council who certified the copy of the statement of result containing the results of 18 candidates that sat for the examination in 1961 at the Katsina Provincial Secondary School. During cross-examination, counsel to Atiku Libi Usoko, SAN raised the issue of the differences between Mohammed and Muhammad, an issue which Mohammed Abba dispelled and affirmed that there was no striking difference between the two. 2 other witnesses, Mohammed Kwatu from Niger State and Usman Dogana from Nasarawa State, who were APC agents at the ward level, told the court that the presidential election was conducted peacefully in the 2 states. They equally testified that smart card reader was used for the accreditation of voters. During cross-examinations, counsel to INEC Usman Ustaz SAN, Libi Uzogo SAN, counsel to the petitioners, and Latif Fagbemi SAN, counsel to the APC, the witness sustained their claims as disposed to in their statements. President Muhammadu Buhari, apart from this Wednesday, has 4 more days to defend his victory in the presidential election conducted on February 23, 2019. In this case, the PDP and its candidate Atiku Abubakar are challenging the victory of President Muhammadu Buhari in 11 states of the Northeast, Northwest, and North Central geopolitical zones of the country. So far, President Muhammadu Buhari has called 7 witnesses in the defense of his victory in the election. The matter has been adjourned to Thursday, 1st August 2019. In Abuja, Dele Atumbi, NTA.
Staying with the judiciary, the National and State Assembly Election Petitions Tribunal sitting in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, has been adjourned till Tuesday, 20th August for the adoption of written addresses of all councils in the petition filed by Honorable Israel Jolausho challenging the outcome of the March 9th Iwekoro State constituency election. Akim Jimo attended the sitting and brought back details of today's proceeding presented from our studio. Former member of Ogun State House of Assembly, Mr. Israel Jolausho of All Progressives Congress, is challenging the result of March 9th Iwekoro State constituency election alleged to have been won by Yusuf Amosun of the Allied People's Movement in Ogun State. At today's proceeding, counsel to the 3rd respondent, INEC Boyega Afoja, presented a witness, its collation officer for the state constituency during the election, who was cross-examined by counsels to the other parties in the matter, including counsel to the petitioners, Olani Judge. In her ruling, the chairperson of the 3-member panel, Justice Josephine Coker, fixed Tuesday, 28 August 2019, for the adoption of written addresses of all counsels in the matter. She assured that the tribunal would deliver judgment without fear or favor before the expiration of the 180 days stipulated time frame of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Justice Coker, however, adjourned hearing on the matter till August 28, 2019. In another development, the tribunal also took proceedings on the petition filed by Dayo Adeneye of the Allied People's Movement, challenging the outcome of the Odo-Ogbolu State constituency election allegedly won by Atinuke Bello of APC, which joined INEC in the petition as the first respondent. Nigerians have urged the new set of ministers coming on board in the federal cabinet of President Muhammadu Buhari to focus on policies and programs that would have direct and positive impact on the citizens, as well as take the nation's economy to greater level of development. This was the consensus of respondents who spoke with Lekon Agbode while setting agenda for the new federal cabinet. For 5 days, 43 nominees, out of which about 11 had served as ministers during the first term of President Muhammadu Buhari, went through screening at the Red Chamber of the National Assembly.
The 43 nominees, drawn from across all geopolitical zones, were thereafter adjudged competent and approved by the Senate to serve as federal ministers. This therefore means that the president now have his cabinet in place, even though he's yet to assign portfolio to any of the screened nominees. Some Nigerians who commended the Senate for fast-tracking the process of screening, however, speak on their expectations from the nominees when they are eventually assigned their portfolios. They urged the new cabinet to put ordinary Nigerians into consideration when they eventually get to office, pinpointing some key sectors of the economy that required prompt attention.
To realize the fact that the additional guys, what will be their impact to good governance, as well as the benefits of the citizens. Divide all those three ministries: works, housing, power must be divided. So let people that are highly cerebral intelligent man these, these key ministries, and I'm telling you, we shall get it right. Power, very, very important. All the artisans needs power, ordinary power needs power, the organizer needs power. So if that one is constant, I'm telling you, the economy of the country will definitely move, it will thrive.
The issue of health, it's not time for us to go beyond what Professor Oliko Yerasokuti said sometimes ago in terms of primary health care. We should go into the grassroots villages and ensure that for every maximum of 5 kilometers, there must be a small health facility where minor ailments could be handled.
Security, agriculture, employment, and transportation, according to respondents, would foster economic development if those sectors are given adequate attention by the ministers.
President when the Ministry of Agriculture needs to really work very well. We want food abundance in Nigeria. We want to be exporting most of these agricultural products outside Nigeria so we can earn foreign exchange.
The issue of internal security is also very key. Now, Nigeria is under police. I will also expect the new cabinet to address this issue of policemen being security guards for India.
Above all, the new cabinet is also urged to discharge their duties with the fear of God and be fair to all citizens. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbonde, NTA News.
The government of Ogun State has sought the permission of the federal government to dualize 3 major federal roads linking the state and Lagos under the public-private sector partnership arrangement. The roads are Ikorodu Ogijo-Shagamu, Epe Ijebu-Ode, and Lagos Nta Abeokuta Road. The state governor, Prince Nta Abeokuta, said it became necessary to take over because he made this known while interfacing with the World Bank team headed by its country director, Rachid Ben Saud, in Abuja Day. The statement by its chief press secretary, Kunle Shomori, said he was at the World Bank to share his vision of collective prosperity for people and bring on board global best practices on the ease of doing business from the World Bank. He underscored the importance of developing partnership to actualize his building our future together agenda and the centrality of public-private sector partnership. He noted that the Lagos-Abeokuta Road is Gory site when it rains, and most people needed to travel to Lagos every day because Ogun State to Lagos is like New Jersey to New York. Governor Abiodun said that only 1 billion naira was earmarked in this year's budget for it, and it must be expended on a tangible project. He stated further that the Epe-Ijebu-Ode roads requires similar intervention, just as the Ikorodu-Shagamu corridor. President Muhammadu Buhari has been assured of robust synergy and cooperation by residents and indigenes of Ogun State to ensure that the federal government's effort in fighting corruption, insecurity, as well as repositioning the economy and improving the people's living standard is realizable and effective. The governor gave the assurance when he led other eminent personalities from Ogun State on a thank you visit to President Muhammadu Buhari in Abuja. The visit was to show gratitude for the conferment of Grand Commander of the Order of Federal Republic (GCFR) honor on late Moshood Kashimawo Abiola. The governor described the honor as an acknowledgement of a democratic milestone in the annals of Nigeria's democracy, which projects the president to the world as a true democrat. He explained that the Building Our Future Together agenda of his administration is designed to capture the focus of late Chief Obafemi Awolowo and Olabisi Onabanjo's policies in education, agriculture, and good governance. Prince Dapo Abiodun eulogized late MK Abiola as someone whose sacrifice paved way for the current democracy, saying Ogun State is blessed with great people who have sacrificed a lot to ensure the unity and progress of Nigeria. He therefore appealed to Nigerians, home and abroad, to join hands with the President Muhammadu Buhari-led administration to win the war against insecurity. The Nigerian Television Authority, Nta Abeokuta, and the National Youth Service Corps have expressed readiness to promote robust collaboration towards enhanced productivity and development of the two federal agencies in Ogun State. This formed the thrust of the courtesy visit by the state coordinator, National Youth Service Corps, Dr. Belinda Amezi Faniyi, to the management of the Nigerian Television Authority, Abeokuta. Lekon Abode has the details.
It was an upcoming experience for the Chief Executive Officer of NYSC in Ogun State, having cut her teeth in public service experience with the Nigerian Television Authority, in which Nta Abeokuta was one of the NTA stations she served. She recounted her experience during her sojourn in NTA before she crossed over to the National Youth Service Corps, where she attained her new status as the state coordinator of NYSC. The National Youth Service Corps, as a federal agency just like NTA, has its core mandate as a scheme to coordinate activities of the youth serving their fatherland. The scheme is not taking for granted the importance of the agencies like NTA in assisting it to reach its full potentials in the discharge of constitutional obligations to the nation. Hence, one of the reasons for the visit.
To solicit for the welfare of my core members, and also to see how we can further strengthen the cordial relationship that has existed between NTA Channel 12 and the National Youth Service Corps in the state. And having heard from the GM, I believe that I do not have any fear about that relationship. And I'm sure it will also come to bear on the coverage and publicity of our activities.
Nigerian Television Authority, Abeokuta, an outfit that is not relenting in its effort to fulfill its role, also as one of the partners of the scheme, especially in building the capacity of the Nigerian youths.
To see how we can develop the skills and capacities of core members sent to Nta Abeokuta, such that they will be ready-made market for employers of labor. For instance, we have some of their members who wholly and all by themselves, they handle segments of the news like entertainment news, like business news, like sports news, So they do all these packages by themselves.
Both agencies reiterated the readiness to ensure promotion of robust relationship for the good of not only the agencies, but the nation in general. In Abeokuta, Lekon Agbode, NTA News.
Many thanks, Lekon. Moving on now, experts say there is an urgent need to properly protect forests and rid it of criminal activities so as to harness its rich endowment. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria called on key players to work together. Our correspondent has details of the report.
Nigeria has a land area of 99.3 million hectares, of which about 10% are estimated as forest. Nigerian forest endowments have played very important roles in the economy in the past, adding the nation's foreign exchange earnings, which are assisted in various developmental projects in the country. Guest on Good Morning Nigeria submitted that forest management is still a challenge due to policy and capacity.
In the true sense of it, no matter how jungle-like it looks like, it can be difficult for National Park Service to tell you the terrain, because that's what they are trained on.
The economic importance of forestry cannot be emphasized here. It is that sector that is grossly misused. It is abused. It is also degraded.
One of the greatest challenges we have is this lack of awareness. Some people still believe today that trees, plants grow on their own, so there's no need for management.
They called for proactive and collaborative solutions that could reverse the challenges that are currently denying citizens opportunity to enjoy the benefits of forest in the country.
There is need for a lot of state presence in the forests. There is need for us to avail ourselves of aerial surveillance technology.
The solution is prioritizing forest management like we manage NPC in this country.
The role of citizens in the forest development was also emphasized. In Abuja, Butomila, NTA.
Following the judicial pronouncement that categorized the Islamic Movement of Nigeria as a terrorist group and its eventual proscription by the federal government, the Nigerian police has placed a ban on every of its activities. The Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, disclosed this at the monthly meeting with top police officers. Kuliade reports.
The total is 114, sir, for the
With that salute, the IGP settles to discuss police in Nigeria with other top police officers from across the country. Top on the agenda is the violent protest by the Islamic Movement of Nigeria, which claimed the lives of Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations at the FCT command and a core member with Channels Television, in addition to those of the protesters. The IGP says enough is enough.
The impact of this is that all forms of procession or protest by Islamic movement in Nigeria is now illegal and thus banned. The police and other security agencies are fully committed to giving full effect to this judicial pronouncement in the interest of our internal security and national cohesion.
Sequel to the presidential approval for community policing, IGP Mohammed says officers are to be recruited from communities where they reside to complement the activities of the police force.
This policing architecture will free up conventional police personnel that will hitherto perform such functions, and hence our manpower profile in relation to deployment to frontline operational duties.
A review of recent police activities shows that the force has arrested 4,187 profile suspects nationwide. In Abuja, Kunle Adeyeye, NTA News.
The environment now. In spite of efforts by the state government to keep the state clean and safe, the landscape of Abeokuta, the state capital, has again been overtaken by the sight of refuse heaps days after the monthly sanitation. This is as some residents continue in the unwholesome practice of dumping their waste indiscriminately. In this package, our correspondent beams searchlight on the menace of poor waste disposal, especially now at the peak of the rainy season. The report. In recent times, Abeokuta, the state capital, has witnessed a lot of increase in human population, which, according to development experts, also attracts a number of environmental challenges, such as poor and unhealthy refuse disposal. In Abeokuta, a drive around the metropolis reveals the depth of the ugly practice in areas such as Adaton, Obantoko, and Lantoro axis of the state capital, where residents dump waste in drainages, open spaces, and by the side.
So no be us, so that they bring up from Adaton everywhere, come back the dirty here. No be us they put am o. We will dey sell market here, and the other they disturb us. You know, green make we stay here. See everywhere, it dey smell. No be us, so people from Elewero, Adaton, they go pack the dirty, come put here.
Even those people that live in this area, they will not enjoy themselves. The smelling, we call it environmental nuisance. It's considered a nuisance there. They should please just come and pack it of the place.
With the rainy season at its peak, residents are not only at the risk of communicable diseases and flooding, but other environmental pollution.
When we mix through the ingredients of the waste, some of them are carcinogenic, they have no bacteria in it, they have all kinds of free radicals in it, and we will mix, and where does it go? It goes to the groundwater. The number one cause of water contamination is improper waste management. And that's an education that our people must have.
Addressing the menace, stakeholders, including the Permanent Secretary, Ogun State Ministry of Environment, Mrs. Yetunde Didno, say would require positive attitude from members of the public to the environment, vigorous enforcement of environmental laws, and special intervention from government.
We are going to start the PSP program, that is private sector participation in waste collection. We appoint PSP collectors. They will be going around. We are going to assign some streets, to them. They are going to be in charge of waste evacuation, so that when we collect the waste right from the source, people will not go and dump their waste all over.
While improved framework to tackle the challenge is being worked out, it is expected that members of the society will come to terms with their roles in ensuring a safe and clean environment. Nigerian Communication Commission (NCC) says Nigeria lost 332,338 million internet users in June. For details, let's join Basirat Accuracy.
News. Nigeria's mobile network operators lost about 332,338 million active internet users in June this year. The latest Nigerian communications industry data indicated. The data show that the number of active internet users dropped to 1.22.29 million as of the end of June. However, this is far below the growth attained by operators in May, in which the network provider added 3.11 million new internet users on mobile devices. The internet data showed that Globacom was the highest gainer, having added 196,816 new users in June to reach 29.0 million against 28.89 billion in the previous month. Further analysis indicated that Airtel gained 42,510 new internet users, amounting to 31.98 billion users, as against 39.93 million users in May. Mobile lost about 310,924 internet users, reducing its subscription in June to 9.04 million from 9.35 million in May. Meanwhile, the number of mobile phone subscribers increased by 344,307 in June to 173.75 million from 173.1 million in May, according to NCC. And that's all the MTA business news. I am Basiro Akinreti.
And in the world of entertainment, popular Nigerian actress Stella Damascus celebrates her husband with powerful birthday message as he clocks new age. Let's join Basira Akinreti again for details.
On entertainment news, Nollywood actress Stella Damascus has taken to social media to celebrate her husband and filmmaker Daniel Ademinoko on his birthday. The beautiful couple, who have been together since 2011, never missed an opportunity to celebrate each other. Ademinoko has been celebrated by many, including his amazing wife, Stella Damascus. Taking to her Instagram page to share a cute photo of him, she showered him with praise and expressed her gratitude to God for giving her such an amazing soulmate. She wrote, and I quote, "Every day I go down on my knees to thank God for His love and mercy towards me, and I never forget to thank Him for giving me an amazing soulmate. I never forget to thank Him for blessing me with a wonderful friend and husband. You are a special and real being. Happy birthday, my love," she wrote. Just a while ago, the Nollywood couple, who both have kids from various marriages, opened up about living together as a family with kids from previous marriages. See on entertainment news, popular Yoruba actress.
That bit from the world of entertainment wraps up our package for tonight. Many thanks for watching. Good night.
Ask and say, why all of us go pay 100,000 naira? Second, say your husband, you want to do 70th birthday. Shey na all of us marry am together. When her mama die, she collects the money. Her papa die, she collects. Her mama die, she collects. You remember when she talked, say she wanted her mama dead body. Mama, you too talk. Now you be glad when they dash me credit anyhow. Imagine, 40-year-old dead body. Why you dey laugh now? Now true, I better bring your money. Mama, no laugh. Not be you, Jare. Now some apropos customer there, where they know they mind their own business. Yo, I never even begin to give you her gist.
Glow and Member. Get 5 times your recharge. Call all networks. Recharge with *555 PIN hash.
Make her sell my market finish first. I will call you back. Oh.
Glow Unlimited.
Aláṣẹ Buhari ṣe ìpàdé pẹ̀lú àwọn ládéládé gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn lórí ètò ààbò. Àwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà pè fún ojúṣe rere látọwọ́ ìgbìmọ̀ ààrẹ tuntun. Ẹ kú ìkàlẹ̀, Olúwakẹ́mi Ọ̀rúnṣolú Síkírù ní orúkọ tèmi. Ìròyìn náà rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ìjọba àpapọ̀ ti ṣe ìlérí láti fi ọwọ́ agbára mú gbogbo ẹni tí ọwọ́ bá tẹ̀ tó ń ṣe ìwà ìbàjẹ́ àti ìwà kóbá káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ó ṣe àpèjúwe irúfẹ́ onítọ̀hún gẹ́gẹ́ bí èèyàn burúkú tó ń dí ìdàgbàsókè ìlú lọ́wọ́. Aláṣẹ Buhari sọ èyí lásìkò tó ń gbàlejò àwọn ládéládé ní apá gúúsù ìwọ̀ oòrùn orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti wá ìyanjú sí ìpèníjà ètò ààbò tí ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ àti ìlọsíwájú tó lọ́rìn yóò sì wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lápapọ̀. Aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari ti tẹnpẹlẹ mọ́ ìpinnu ìjọba rẹ̀ láti rí i pé ìjọba àpapọ̀ gbárùkù ti àjọ aládàáni kí wọ́n lè gbèrú lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí pẹ̀lú èròǹgbà láti pèsè iṣẹ́ fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Èyí wáyé bí ìgbìmọ̀ káràkátà àti iléeṣẹ́ ti ìlú Èkó ti ń bá aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari lálejò. Aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari ṣàpèjúwe ìlànà rẹ̀ sí ìṣàkóso ètò ọrọ̀ ajé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìfẹ́ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láti ní ètò ọrọ̀ ajé tó gbòòrò. Ìgbìmọ̀ tó ń gbọ́ awuyewuye tó jẹyọ nínú ètò ìdìbò sí ipò ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin orílẹ̀-èdè àti ti ìpínlẹ̀ nílùú Abẹ́òkúta ti sún ìjókòó rẹ̀ síwájú di 20 oṣù kẹjọ fún kíka ìwé ẹ̀sùn tí àwọn agbẹjọ́rò gbogbo pè. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Akeem Jimoh ló mú ròyìn náà bọ̀, ẹ̀gbọ́n tí ó mú bọ̀ síwájú sí.
Ọ̀nàrẹ́bù Israel Jọlá Oṣó tí ó jẹ́ ọmọ ilé-ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn tẹ́lẹ̀ rí tí ó tún jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú All Progressives Congress APC ló ń tako èsì ìbò ẹkùn ìdìbò Ewékòró èyí tí ó wáyé ní ọjọ́ 9 oṣù kẹta ọdún tí a wà yìí, èyí tí Yusufu Amusu ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú Allied People's Movement ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn borí rẹ̀. Agbẹjọ́rò olùjẹ́jọ́ kẹta ìyẹn àjọ INEC Gbóyèga Àfọ̀njá ṣàfihàn ẹlẹ́rìí rẹ̀ tí ó jẹ́ olùkó èsì ìbò jọ nínú ìdìbò tó wáyé náà ní ìpínlẹ̀ yìí, èyí tí gbogbo àwọn agbẹjọ́rò olùpẹ̀jọ́ ṣàyẹ̀wò rẹ̀ fínífíní títí kan agbẹjọ́rò olùpẹ̀jọ́ Ọláníyì George. Alága ìgbìmọ̀ onídàájọ́ ẹlẹ́ni mẹ́ta náà, onídàájọ́ Josephine Coker, fi ìdájọ́ sí ọjọ́ Ìṣẹ́gun 20 oṣù kẹjọ ọdún tí a wà yìí. Ó ṣèlérí pé ìdájọ́ náà ni òun máa gbé kalẹ̀ láì ní ìbẹ̀rù ẹnikẹ́ni tí kò sì tún ní kọjá gbègéde 100 ọjọ́ èyí tí òfin ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà paláṣẹ. Bákan náà ni ilé-ẹjọ́ náà tún gba ìwé ìpẹ̀jọ́ mìíràn èyí tí Dayọ̀ Adénẹ́yẹ ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APM pè láti fi tako àbájáde èsì ìdìbò ẹkùn ìdìbò Odògbolú èyí tí wọ́n kéde rẹ̀ pé Ọ̀nàrẹ́bù Àtinúkẹ́ Bello ti ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú APC ló jáwé olúborí. Bákan náà ni ìwé ìpẹ̀jọ́ náà tún ní nínú àjọ elétò ìdìbò INEC gẹ́gẹ́ bí olùjẹ́jọ́ àkọ́kọ́ nínú ìpẹ̀jọ́ náà. Ṣèyí Ògúnbáyọ̀ lórí iléeṣẹ́ Nta Abeokuta.
Wọ́n ti ké sí àwọn alákòóso tuntun tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀yàn láti bá aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari ṣiṣẹ́ nínú ìgbìmọ̀ rẹ̀ láti gbájúmọ́ ètò àti ìlànà tí yóò ní ipa rere lórí ìgbé ayé àwọn ará ìlú àti ètò ọrọ̀ ajé rẹ̀. Èyí ni kókó ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn tí wọ́n bá akọ̀ròyìn wa Lékan Agbọ́ndẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà tí wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ìrètí wọn lọ́dọ̀ àwọn alákòóso tuntun tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀yàn ọ̀hún. Wọ́n pè fún ìdàgbàsókè tó lọ́rìn nínú ètò ọrọ̀ ajé orílẹ̀-èdè yìí àti gbogbo ẹ̀ka rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú. Ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ti gba àṣẹ lọ́wọ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ láti ṣe àtúnṣe ojú ọ̀nà 3 pàtàkì tó wọ ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn títí dé ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó lábẹ́ àsọyépọ̀ láàrin ìjọba àti àjọ aládàáni. Àwọn ojú ọ̀nà náà ní Ìkòròdú, Ògìjò, Ṣàgámù, Ẹ̀pẹ́ Ìjẹ̀bú-Òde àti Èkó Ọ̀tà sí Abẹ́òkúta. Gómìnà Ọmọọba Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ yìí pọn dandan látàrí ojú ọ̀nà náà ti ṣe pàtàkì sí ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Ó sọ èyí bí ó ti ń bá ikọ̀ ilé ìfowópamọ́ àgbáyé jomitoro ọ̀rọ̀ nílùú Àbújá, eléyìí tí adarí ikọ̀ rẹ̀ Rashid Ben-Mezoud léwájú fún. Nínú àtẹ̀jáde tí akọ̀wé àgbà lórí ètò ìròyìn rẹ̀ fi síta, ìyẹn Kúnlé Ṣómọ̀rìn, ó ṣàlàyé pé gómìnà lo ilé ìfowópamọ́ àgbáyé láti lè ṣàlàyé pàtàkì àtúnṣe àwọn ọ̀nà yìí fún ìdàgbàsókè ètò ọrọ̀ ajé ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Wọ́n ti fi dá aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari lójú pé ìbáṣepọ̀ tó gbópọn àti àtìlẹ́yìn láti ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn ènìyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn yóò wà láti rí i dájú wípé ìlàkàkà ìjọba àpapọ̀ lórí gbígbógun ti ìwà àwọn onísùnmọ̀mí, ìṣòwò ìlú mọ̀kùmọ̀kù, ohun ìdàgbàsókè ètò ọrọ̀ ajé yóò wà sí ìmúṣẹ pẹ̀lú ìgbé ayé ìrọ̀rùn àwọn ènìyàn. Gómìnà ló fi ọ̀rọ̀ ìdánilójú yìí hàn lásìkò tó ń léwájú àwọn ìkàn nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn láti lọ ṣe àbẹ̀wò ìdúpẹ́ sí aláṣẹ Muhammadu Buhari nílùú Àbújá. Àbẹ̀wò ọ̀hún ni láti lọ fi ìdúpẹ́ gbogbo ènìyàn ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn hàn sí aláṣẹ fún fífi àmì ẹ̀yẹ tí ó ga jùlọ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ìyẹn GCFR dá olóògbé Moshood Káṣímáwo Abíọ́lá lọ́lá. Gómìnà Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún ṣe àpèjúwe ìgbésẹ̀ náà gẹ́gẹ́ bí eléyìí tí ó fi aláṣẹ Buhari hàn gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣíwájú rere tí ó mú ìṣèjọba àwarawa lọ́kùnkúndùn. Ó ṣe àlàyé wípé ìpinnu ìṣèjọba rẹ̀ láti ṣe àtúntò ohun àtúnkọ́ ọjọ́ ọ̀la ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn sì dúró déédé ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú èròǹgbà olóògbé olóyè Ọbáfẹ́mi Awólọ́wọ̀ àti Ọlábísí Ọ̀nàbànjọ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ètò ẹ̀kọ́, ètò ọ̀gbìn àti ìṣèjọba tí ó dára. Iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ti ìjọba àpapọ̀ Nta Abeokuta àti iléeṣẹ́ tó mójútó ètò agùnbánirọ̀ lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí ẹ̀ka ti ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ti fi ìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan láti rí i pé wọ́n fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ fún ìdàgbàsókè ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ méjèèjì ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Èyí ni kókó ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀gá àgbà iléeṣẹ́ tó ń rí sí ètò agùnbánirọ̀ nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn, arábìnrin Belinda Ameze-Faniyi lákòókò àbẹ̀wò rẹ̀ sí ìṣàkóso iléeṣẹ́ Nta Abeokuta. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Lẹ́kan Àgbọ̀ndẹ̀ ló mú ròyìn náà bọ̀ ìgbìmọ̀ tí ó mú bọ̀ síwájú sí i.
Ó jẹ́ ayẹyẹ ọmọbọ̀wálé fún ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ NYSC ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn látàrí wípé ó ti ṣiṣẹ́ ní ẹ̀ka ìṣèjọba rí tí iléeṣẹ́ Nta sì jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tí ó ti ṣiṣẹ́ pàápàá tó sì bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ ní iléeṣẹ́ Nta Abeokuta. Ó sọ ìrírí rẹ̀ ní iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ Nta kí ó tó rí wípé ó tapọ̀n lọ sí Elite Service Corps níbi tí ó ti gun òkè àgbà sí ipò tí ó wà báyìí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ náà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Àjọ NYSC tí ó jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára àwọn ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba àpapọ̀ bíi ti Nta ní ojúṣe láti máa ṣe agbátẹrù àwọn ètò ọlọ́kanòjọ̀kan tí ó lè mú ìdàgbàsókè ohun ìlọsíwájú dé bá àwọn ọ̀dọ́ kí wọ́n lè kó ipa tiwọn nínú ìlọsíwájú àti ìmúgbòòrò ẹ̀ka gbogbo ní orílẹ̀-èdè yìí. Ètò náà kò sì yọ kankan sílẹ̀ nínú ojúṣe rẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ti Nta náà láti ṣe ìrànlọ́wọ́ tó yẹ fún àwọn ọ̀dọ́ kí wọ́n lè di ọ̀gá ara wọn kí wọ́n sì lè gun òkè àgbà ọrọ̀ ajé orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ló sì jẹ́ kókó lára àbẹ̀wò tí ìgbìmọ̀ ìṣàkóso NYSC wá ṣe sí iléeṣẹ́ Nta Abeokuta. Iléeṣẹ́ Nta Abeokuta tí òun náà tún jẹ́ ọ̀kan gbòógì nínú àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tí ó gbé ètò tí yóò máa ró àwọn ọ̀dọ́ lágbára jáde ṣe ìlérí láti má ṣe káàárẹ̀ ọkàn nínú ojúṣe ríró àwọn ọ̀dọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lágbára sí i.
NYSC n tá a ṣe lénìí òun ni bá ṣe lè túbọ̀ ṣe àṣepọ̀ tó dán mọ́rán láàrin iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba méjèèjì. Iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba kan ni wọ́n, báwa náà ṣe jẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ ìjọba. Àwọn àgùnbánirọ̀ tó dẹ̀ máa ń kó wá sí iléeṣẹ́ wa níbí àti ń wo ọ̀nà bá ṣe lè ṣe tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n á lè dá dúró àti wípé àwọn iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣerú iṣẹ́ táwa ń ṣe yìí tó ń jẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán, gbogbo àwọn tó bá ṣe iléeṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe iṣẹ́ àgùnbánirọ̀ ní iléeṣẹ́ Nta Abeokuta wọ́n á jẹ́ àwọn tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa tètè gbà síṣẹ́.
Àwọn iléeṣẹ́ méjèèjì ṣe ìlérí láti fi ọwọ́ sowọ́pọ̀ láti rí i pé ìrèdí tí a fi ṣe ìdásílẹ̀ wọn ó wá sí ìmúṣẹ fáǹfààní.
Pẹ̀lú ìgbìyànjú ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn tí ó fi ń wá kí ètò àyíká ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn kí ó dára sí i, àyíká ìlú Abẹ́òkúta olú ìlú ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn ti ń di ohun ẹ̀fọ́rí báyìí fún àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ kàn pẹ̀lú bí oríṣiríṣi ìwà àìbìkítà ti ń gbòde kan láàrin àwọn olùgbé bí wọ́n ti ń gbé ìdọ̀tí sí àyè gbogbo láìbìkítà ipa rẹ̀ lórí ìlera. akọ̀ròyìn wa Adéníyì Táíwò ló mú ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn náà bọ̀ ẹ̀gbọ́n tí ó ń bọ̀ síwájú sí.
lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí ìlú Abẹ́òkúta ti fojú ba àlékún èèyàn eléyìí tí àwọn onímọ̀ nípa ètò àyíká sọ pé yóò ní ìpèníjà lórí àyíká bíi àyíká tí ìlera rẹ̀ kò múnádóko àti ìwà àìbìkítà nípa ìpamọ́ àti dídànù ohun ẹlẹ́gbin gẹ́gẹ́ bí ikọ̀ ìròyìn wa ti ṣe rí nínú àyẹ̀wò rẹ̀ káàkiri ìlú Abẹ́òkúta agbègbè bíi Àdátán Ọbántòkò Láǹtúró Àgọ́ọ̀bà ní ìwà àìbìkítà pọ̀ sí níbi tí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ kòtò ìdóminù ti kún fọ́fọ́ pẹ̀lú ìdọ̀tí lóníranran. Ikọ̀ ìròyìn wa ṣe àkíyèsí pé pẹ̀lú bí òjò ti ń fẹsẹ̀ lélẹ̀ báyìí ǹjẹ́ ìwà àìbìkítà àti ẹ̀gbin gbogbo yìí kò ní padà fa omíyalé tàbí àjẹkálẹ̀ àrùn láyìíká wa.
Ọbántòkò gbogbo wọn máa gbé mọ́tò àná wá dalẹ̀ yẹn sí ibí so ó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé kò bójúmu rárá ó ń dòrùn pa everybody gbogbo tajà ń bì kò jẹ́ kára ìdúró tajà orú yẹn ti pọ̀ jù àwọn kọ́là ń dalẹ̀ síbẹ̀ wọ́n ń gbé wá láti ta.
gẹ́gẹ́ bí àṣírí àwọn tí wọ́n wá ń dà síbẹ̀ kò kí ń ṣe ẹ̀bi wọn o ẹ̀bi gọ́fìmẹ̀ntì ni ká ní wọ́n bá wọn pètò nǹkan tó máa dà á sí síbẹ̀ wọn ò ní wá dà sórí títì.
láti wá fi òpin sí ìwà kòkànmí láwùjọ àwọn tí ọ̀rọ̀ kàn bíi akọ̀wé àgbà ní ẹ̀ka àyíká nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn arábìnrin Yétúndé Dínà ṣàlàyé pé olúkúlùkù gbọ́dọ̀ kọbi ara sí àyíká nípa ṣíṣe ohun tó tọ́ àti èyí tó yẹ àti fífi ọwọ́ agbára mú òfin tó rọ̀ mọ́ ètò àyíká àti ìlàkàkà látọwọ́ ìjọba yóò dènà àjàkálẹ̀ àrùn àti omíyalé láwùjọ wa.
àṣà burúkú ni àṣà ká máa dalẹ̀ sójú títì ìgbà táwa ń dàgbà kò sí irú nǹkan báyẹn nígbà yẹn àwọn èèyàn ti wá ọ̀làjú ó ti mú àwọn èèyàn kan máa ṣe nǹkan tí ò tọ́ wọ́n ti wò pé kò kú sẹ́ni tó máa má wọn ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí ìjọba tó wà ń tà ń sìn ẹni tó bá dalẹ̀ sórí títì lẹ́yìn tá a bá ti ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tí ìjọba fẹ́ ṣe ẹni tó bá ti dalẹ̀ síbi tí ò yẹ kó dalẹ̀ sí kóun náà kó mọ̀ pé òun náà wọ́n lè gbé òun.
kí ó tó wá di wípé gbogbo ìlànà di lílò ó tọ́ kí ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan láwùjọ ṣe ojúṣe rẹ̀ sí àyíká nípa rírí pé ó wà ní ipò tó mọ́ tó sì ṣe mú yangàn láwùjọ.
torí ọ̀rọ̀ ìlú ní kínní a lè máa fi gbogbo ẹ̀kọ́ ìjọba lọ ìjọba kọ́ ló máa wá báyọ̀ nínú ilé èèyàn láti sọ wípé ibi ìlú kó ìdọ̀tí sí ibi ìlú kó ewu tó wà lọ ara wa là ń ṣe sí tó tó bá rọ̀ sí bó ṣe rọ̀ àwọn mìíràn kan lọ sínú ọ̀gbàrá ń ta á dà síbẹ̀ wọ́n ní àpòmọ́ gbé lọ tó bá ṣe yẹn wàhálà kan ti ṣẹlẹ̀ torí pé gbogbo nǹkan tí a máa ń gé tá à ń pè gọ́tà láti máa gbé omi lọ wọ́n ti fi ìdọ̀tí dì.
Kẹ́mi
tó ìròyìn wa fún ti àkókò yìí kò ní jùbà ìlú ẹ pàdé wa fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìròyìn nínú ìròyìn tó yẹ ó dìgbà.
Dotana anoshodo hematotete ayitega Buhari basio pri hel to holule so wajibu wajipo pagodidoko na dozi afohide hele domekwenu Nigeria vile zai ha hija dodole dai na isese ahodu titobasito hija ponole fún àwọn tó mọ̀ lẹ́gbẹ́ IMNG bùsọ yóò ṣe tó blọọ lórí ọgbẹ́ lọ́tàn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nìkúdọ̀ òkùnjà yìí nìsọkúdọ̀ àsọ̀yìngbẹ̀tàn ẹ̀wẹ̀ nìrìn gígọ́ sọ tẹlifíṣàn ọ̀tàn tó pàdù tọ̀nẹ̀ tó Abẹ́òkúta nínú náà nítorí Lawrence Gandonu dọ̀dọ́gbọ́dù kò dọ́gbàgbé nàdọ́gbà fáfò tó nù kúnlẹ̀ náà mẹ̀mọ́ nkọ̀lẹ́ pé òfẹ̀gbẹ́ òbọ̀dọ́dọ̀ yétò hàn gbogbo lólẹ̀ wàgbọ̀n àgọ́sọ ẹ̀nẹ̀ àyètè bẹ́ẹ̀bùtọ̀nẹ̀ lọ́sùlọ́sù bọ́sọ̀tò àmìgbà dó mìíràn bà kíṣá hótọ̀nẹ̀ ná òtò hódìdọ̀ hó yédè rẹ̀tàn ṣòwòtò
bukawari Nigeria vi monkoton ayitenga Muhammadu Buhari doho ekwenu eto prayer to de basi he to hwele so huaje lọ́sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀ bó sọ́lá tó jẹ́ gbọmọ ẹ̀ka àdódò mọ́kànlẹ̀ èkó yìí ṣiṣẹ́ ló tẹ̀lé nàdó sí àyíté dó àlejò mi ọ̀tọ̀jí tó tó náà po nínú yìí tó ètò àsán wà tó àsán pa àyíté gàtọ̀mẹ̀ Àdàmú Sambo hẹ́ni nígọ̀ dọ̀ òtò họ́lùlẹ̀ wọ́n yìí kan wàlẹ̀ dópọ̀ hẹ́ àyíté gà Buhari dótà náà lọ parí gbàkíṣàwàgbọ̀n dótò jíjọ pégbọ̀n wàlẹ̀ pọ́jí tó hùwù wà lọ́wọ́ ètò gómẹ̀gbà lágbẹ̀tọ́ ìmọ̀yọ́ ndédé pépélẹ̀ kó tó lẹ́nu mọ́ kọ̀tàn àyítẹ̀ nǹkan kàwá dópàgbé lọ àfọ̀hídìí àdódó rẹ̀ náà ìṣiṣẹ́ nàdó mọ̀dọ́mọ́ jọ̀mí ọdún kan pété tó àyítẹ̀ ìpínlẹ̀ mọ́dọ̀ pọ́wẹ́ àyítẹ̀ gan Muhammadu Buhari kò sọ òvọ́yòrò ẹ̀dọ̀ gbọ́ngbọ́n náà tàgbàjẹjẹ tàn tó pọ́dù tàn nàdó gbọ́ àlọ́ náà ràdátì tó tàn nàdómù ọ̀tọ́kọ̀dàgbé pọ́nìlẹ̀ pé dóyìn ẹ̀ vivo àsánmọ́ àtọ̀tì náà Nàìjíríà fílẹ̀ sọ àyítọ̀ sopọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ màtìndó àsántò fẹnu gbàgbósọ ẹ̀nẹ̀ àyítẹ̀ ìbílẹ̀ bùtọ̀nẹ̀ òkú ìlẹ̀wẹ̀ àyítẹ̀ gádọ̀ òun ètò yìí ìjọ́nà ògbẹ́fì àìsísí àhọ́dún ti tó bá sítọ́ àjọ gbé àwọn ọ̀rìn tán pé àsánpákólẹ̀ tán pé ìwà kan pé bíọ́nẹ̀ tó àsánpọ̀ ètò mẹ́ àyítẹ̀ gan dó àìhà wàlẹ̀ kan tó pọ̀ àhọ́lùdù ètò yìí san dótàlá lẹ́nu àjọrò wa tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ òtò ìyápòdì àpàjẹ́rẹ́ rìnrìn àyítẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tó dìbò náà àgà ìhìhìn àfọ àyí ó lẹ́dí ọ̀dàgbé ìfún àwà pípò nìyí tọ́ Àdàmú Sambo ó wẹ̀ tí tó fílẹ̀ bó sọ́mọ̀ tó nìyí lọ́tọ̀ bó hẹ̀ gígọ́ ẹ̀tọ̀ bọ̀. ètò sísè ìpẹ́gbẹ́ ọmọ àyítẹ̀ gan sí òfò bíbélà ìdùwáyé tán kó kí àlọ́ yí òwe máa àdódó mọ́kàn ìjẹ́ hẹ́lẹ̀ bí ṣẹṣẹ dóhùnhùn òpó ẹ̀dídọ́tàn fi tó yìí àlọ́nù òpó ẹ̀kọ́lọ́ wẹ̀ kí àlọ́ yí òwe máa lọ́lẹ̀ òpó ẹ̀dọ́mẹ̀wẹ̀mẹ̀ ẹ̀dù àyítẹ̀ gan sí òfò bíbélà ìdùwáyé bùsọ̀ tó pàgbé dọ̀ afọ̀kejì àdódó lẹ̀ kó wẹ̀ ọlọ́nà ṣe nàdọ́mọdọ́mọ́ lógbódù kan tó òpè lọ́sìsì lẹ́mẹ̀. mọ́dọ̀pọ̀ òpè kan ètò ṣíṣe òpè èdè òfò bíbélà òsèǹdọ̀ ọ̀dà ó pété àyètè ìtàn kó òsèǹdọ̀ àyèmátẹ̀ lẹ́tàn kó ètò àyíṣítò òtògbó Abẹ́òkúta tọ̀nẹ̀ ìbá sí òtòta àyèmátẹ̀ ògùn tán kó sẹ̀dọ̀hàn nùkàn kákàjẹ̀ ògùn sàgbé àsán kò tọ́ òṣòṣì tán náà àlọ́kẹ̀ yìí òkú kíkan òpè yìí dọ̀tọ́lẹ̀ bí ṣẹṣẹ tán tó òpè dọ́mẹ̀wé máa he nẹ̀ sísí Israel jọ̀lá òṣòkàn bó sọ́sẹ́ dọ́nùkan òpè kan lọ́tọ̀nẹ̀ dótò yìí ráàfù tọkọ̀ òfò èyí bílàtọ̀ tó àsán ṣẹlẹ̀ tó sùn àtọ̀tọ̀tọ̀nẹ̀ náà òfò bílálẹ̀nu dàhó ewé kòrò àyímátẹ̀tàn nínú ìtọ̀mítàn Hakeem Jimoh ètí tó àìsísí lọ́pẹ̀mẹ̀ zé hẹnìní gọdọ̀ gọ́wẹ́ òpè kan lọ́gọ́jẹ̀ ònù náà òpè yìí dọ̀tọ́ ònù ọmọ pé mẹ́ẹ̀ẹ́dọ́gbẹ̀mẹ̀ lẹ́nà sóko èyí mẹ́bi tètò àìsísí bí ṣẹṣẹ náà òpè àtòdó lọ́sìsì. Nàìjíríà fílẹ̀ kò náà yà yìí tẹ̀ sínú pípẹ́nugbòtọ́ yọ̀yọ́ àkúṣàn ètò náà tẹ́bí àkọ́rùdù títún bíbá sí àyítẹ̀gá Muhammadu Buhari tọ̀mẹ̀ nàdọ́mọ̀dọ̀ yìí wà sàn fẹ́kúfẹ́kú kílẹ̀ kó sàkó ó kà náà àìhà àdódó mọ́kànlẹ̀ kó títò lẹ́kó iná dàgbé ìpégàn wánà gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ lọ́sọ̀lọ́sù bùsọ́sẹ́ àjọhó àyítẹ̀ ìtọ́jẹ̀ òtẹ̀ ìkúrò táwọn mẹ́ gbẹ̀tọ́ tó mẹ́nu lẹ́ẹ̀kì ìdọ̀wọ́ hẹ́rìn ní tọ̀mítàn lẹ́kùn àgbọ̀dẹ̀ wẹ̀kúkú ògàn kékeré àyè náà mẹ́kú lọ́lẹ̀ tán nínú ìyẹ́ tó sì sí àyíká kejì àdódó lẹ́dá yìí náà ìṣesí yọ̀yọ́ àkúṣàn àhọ́dún tuntun bá títọ́ àyítẹ̀ tán yé mùwé mẹ́ta ń dọ̀ èdè àdódó bò sọ́lẹ̀sùn tàdà gbọ̀nà àìsísí lọ ní wàsán dọ́tà náà gbẹ̀dàgbé tòṣùtòṣì tọ̀tọ̀ àyítẹ̀lẹ̀ dọ́dọ̀ òun ètò ìdìjọ àlọ́nùtọ̀ àyítẹ̀lẹ̀ òkú máa bu àwọn náà tí ẹ máa sọ bu àwọn náà òhẹ̀wẹ̀ yẹ wá náà yìí òpẹ́ fílọ́lẹ̀ náà tó mọ̀dọ̀ mọ́ àìhà èdè àdódó ẹ náà hẹ̀ gbọmẹdàgbé
wana to so to se to ayete udi wa yeto aso wa do bo e ma yinda mo na yin ni haji sai na checho yin e ho yi de le to tata bo modo ro Nigeria yi oto henanyo hwape na nino na to so to se lo so po me wa so ayete aganu le lo so po ogun yi mate hondo ko kan alodo no me to po do ton bi o na to voglo ani adodo daho heba si dodo po do ti ayi mate do po àwọn ni ko to glo wa to po dati do ton ko ahodo po lo so ro wa hizi zedo teme mo nkan ton ali adodo lole weyin ali ikorodo ogijo Ṣàgámù ton Ẹ̀pẹ́ Ìjẹ̀bú Òde po ali Ètò Ọ̀tà Abẹ́òkúta tole po ayi mate gan Ahọ́fídàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún gbọ́ ehe lẹ́sùn dandan bó sọ́jẹ̀ àdódó nàdó wà sán dóta náà lè lọ́lẹ̀ dóta náà dé yégbà sí àdódó dó nìkan yìí àjọwó tàn ilé òkú èsùn yìí rẹ̀ kò ní ètò òkúdọ̀ ẹ àwọn apá àpẹ́sẹ̀dọ́họ̀ àìhàn tó gbé bùtàn ẹ ògàgbòǹgbò yìí tọ̀tọ̀ àyítẹ̀ ilẹ̀ Rasheed bẹ̀ẹ̀nẹ̀ Saud zanukonato Abuja tó mẹ́ tó ẹgbẹ́ àyípàtẹ̀gán Abíọ́dún tó kàn tọ́ dẹ́mẹ̀ lẹ́ni dàda hótàn Kúnlé Ṣómórìn sétọ́ jẹ̀gbọ́nù títò àìsísí àdódólọ́mẹ̀ kó ògbẹ́fínlọ́lẹ̀ kó nàdọ́mọdọ́mọ ẹ̀mí máàlì lẹ́yìn nìtàn lọ́sùrọ̀sù kó déètì náà gbẹ̀tọ́ àyímátẹ̀ ògùntàn lẹ́kọ́ nàdọ́mọdọ́mọ ònú hìnáhẹ̀ àjọhó lọ́sùrọ̀sù àjọhó abo àwòpẹ̀tẹ̀ yorùdò gbọ́ngbọ́n tó àyímátẹ̀ nẹ̀ kó ànàgọ́ níná àpẹ́sẹ̀dọ́họ̀ àìhàn tó bí ègùntàn kó. àyítẹ̀gán Muhammadu Buhari wẹ̀ kó náà dọ̀ gbogbo dọ̀wọ́ èdè àṣọ́tàrùn kó àlọ́sìndópọ̀ lọ́sùlọ́sùpọ̀ nátì kó gbẹ̀tọ́ tó mẹ́nu lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ lọ́sùlọ́sùpọ̀ òfìdìdì àyímátẹ̀ ògùntàn lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ nàdọ́mọdọ́mọ́ tagbajìjẹ dọ̀ndópọ̀ ògùntàn èédọ́tò àṣò zépé àṣò dọ́gbọ̀n àhìzí bíbẹ́dò hótàn dàlì àlọ́ṣọ́dọ̀ hemato títì lọ́sùlọ́sùpọ̀ vívọ́ àjọ zédó tẹ̀dàgbòpọ̀ tọ̀mẹ̀pọ̀ kó àgà ìhẹ̀ plágbẹ̀ nọ̀tẹ̀ gbẹ̀tọ́ tó mẹ́nu lẹ́ẹ̀tọ̀ pọ̀ yíyànnú hìnámọ̀ tọ́kọ̀ àyímátẹ̀gán náà dọ̀ gbogbo ìpinnu èsọ̀nù kan náà gbẹ̀tọ́ kìrìsì lẹ̀ sọ́ọ̀gùn yìí mátẹ̀mẹ̀ dó ìdó ìwà nígbàwó náà yìí tẹ̀gán Muhammadu Buhari tó Àbújá.